Yes, that's fine. Yes. Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Want me to come show you what I got?
Sure.
Yeah, three little plants. I don't know what they're all called, but
Bulb
yeah, one bulb and
two. Okay. 25 and 10, 35, 35, 37, 45. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah. There you go. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm surviving.
Yeah. Well, good. And
Actually, I'm doing pretty well.
good.
Um, I've been staying home.
Yeah.
Well,
Me too.
I heard there was a stay-at-home order, but it, it's for the southeast county.
Well, you're under state homeowner already. You're over 65, right?
I don't think there's a stay home for, is there? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm back and forth here. I come here to feed the fish,
Sure.
and
Um,
typically nobody's here. So,
well, and that's essential because you got people left.
yeah.
So, yeah, the principal and I talked about 2 hours ago because he said that he felt, I mean, it's kind of a rumor, but he said he feels like there's going to be a lockdown, like either tonight or tomorrow night.
Broward, Miami-Dade, the four counties on the southeast coast.
Right. But I mean, like
As of
the
tomorrow.
state gained like 700 cases just this
Yeah, 528, I heard. Yeah, we're up to almost 5,000 statewide. And most of them are in Broward, Miami-Dade.
Yeah. As long as people are moving, it's going to get everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go.
Thank you. Okay.
I want to get those fish back where they belong.
You bet.
See you later.
All right. Thanks. Well, I'm typing like I can't talk. This has got me totally bollocks. All right, here we are. We're back. Yeah, right, sister. That's needing coffee. That's a major emergency. You certainly uh, you could order in. I mean, order a pound of coffee. What would that cost? Anyway, yeah, aqua balls. I guess we jumped the gun there. It just, I think uh, the train couldn't handle the traffic, so it just bombed and then locked out. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to do an unboxing. I don't know if I can do it live. That would be fun to do. If I can get my computer to pick up a signal in the back of the shop, then I'll try to do it live. That would be fun. Um, I'll just give it a go. We'll see what happens. Fish will probably be in early, so it'll be in the morning. Yeah, I plugged in direct. Um, I thought that would help. Didn't seem to help much. That's actually the first problem I've had. So the other issue is I was going to try to do a video of some micro tanks, mini tanks. Um, but I didn't get all of my material together, all my supplies. So hopefully I'll have them tomorrow morning and I'll be able to do that. I've been trying not to get tired, and so far I'm doing pretty well. I'm building up stamina. So I've actually got more. This morning was the first time I felt really excited about doing videos in a long time. And then I took a nap, so it kind of went away. But I think I'm coming back strong. If I can just stay on that track and not get sick. I just turned down surgery for my kidney stone because I don't want to go in the hospital. Doctor's supposed to call me back tomorrow. Probably chew my butt. So I may have to do it anyway. I hope you like the dirted tank. Is that what that was? Yeah, I saw the picture. It looked really cool. Talking to aqua balls. Ooh, oh my word. Chevy fish running out of toilet paper with three people in the house. Yeah, I really am feeling better since the lockdown. I just hope I can keep it going. The goldfish are not breeding yet, but they're doing real well. I've got three of them here. I was talking with Precious Tranquility. Hers are all breeding, but hers are bigger. These are not old enough to breed yet. They need to be 2 years old. These are all 1 year old fish. So next year, oh dear. Fish Tropic, hello, hello. Aquaball's only been 2 months. Ah, send your dirted tank. Very cool. Yeah, it looks really nice. It is amazing. You know, you try a dirted tank once and you never go back. It's so clearly the most successful way to maintain a really healthy, vibrant tank. Hi, Thomas C. Yeah, I'm back, but I'm not back. I created an alternative, like an alternative reality. Is that 2 of our years or are they like dogs? That's 2 of our years. Um, Goldfish won't spawn, I believe. It's been a while since I've been into goldfish, but as I recall, goldfish will not spawn in the first year. They will spawn in the second year. Vinny the Mooch is with us. Hello, Vinny. Sister Lockmo's praising her dirted tank. Aquaball's about to plant a 185, waiting for some sand. Yeah, I really need to get out. I think I'll be able to do it sooner than later. Maybe by this summer, I can get out and do some serious collecting. I really want to find some alternative sources of sand. Oh, Chevy Fish, where are you? And he's in Michigan. Same sand as hamsters. So long as it's not soluble, a calcium sand, which is used for reptiles, is soluble. The problem with a soluble sand is that it'll crust over. The top layer will form an impervious crust that water cannot percolate through. That's really the only issue to be concerned about. There are some sands that have elements in them that can dissolve in the water. It's not exactly a soluble issue so much as it is a pollutant issue. My recommendation is you filter out the cigar butts because nicotine is probably no good for fish. Other than that, sand is sand. Was I yawning? I don't even, I don't even, eh. Chevy Fish is from Illinois. Yeah, I guess Chicago's going to be next on the hot list. Aquaballs, well, by all means, Aquaballs was going to be online telling his story, and now we can't do that because his story is so intense that it blew us offline. So you're going to have to type it. Go for it, Aquaballs. Go for it. Tell us your story. We're all waiting to read all about it. I guess he's typing. We'll give him a chance. Let's see. William's saying a bit larger grains. Oh, oh, you're talking about the hamster sand. Yeah, there are people all over who are just really not taking it seriously. I noticed that several of the Miami party crowd have come down with the virus. Kaylor, I'm feeling pretty good. I've still got that kidney stone. They put a stent around it, and I've been postponing surgery, and I'm starting to get twinges. So I don't know what that's all about. Whether the bypass is failing, or I don't know. But I may need to go in and get it dealt with. I just hope I don't have to go in emergency again. But so far, I've actually been feeling a lot better. Aquaball, we do need video. I know. Aquaball, you're going to have to do a live stream. Went to bed at 10. His wife woke him up at 1:30 and told me she heard one of the snakes hissing. Well, now, a hissing snake. Then I was looking in my snake tube. I found my female just laid her last egg. Me and the wife took her eggs out and put them in the incubator. Very cool. Very cool. What kind of snake, Aquaballs? There's a yawn. I caught that one. And Sister Lockmo says what type of snake? Everybody wants to know what kind of snake, Chevy. Local authorities got on. Oh, that was Aquapulse. Sorry. Admonishing young record, a ball python clown. Morph. Wow. What'd you cross it with? What did you cross it with? Sister Lockman wants to know how loud the hissing was. There used to be a poem about hissing snakes. I remember vaguely from my childhood. I had a record. There was some guy, Harris, something Harris, used to do comedic poetry, and he did a very fast piece on hissing snakes. Unfortunately, that record is long gone. I lost them all at one point. Alice, Aquaballs is talking about his snake. It just had babies. Well, it laid eggs. I shouldn't say it had babies, but it had babies. Hi, Ro, goodness sakes, where have you been? The world has flipped over 6 times since I heard from you. Sorry you were not able to make it down. I was in the hospital when you were planning to come, so it's been an interesting month. Thomas kept legless lizards. Yeah, that's a Florida reptile, a Florida lizard. Pretty cool dudes. I've had a lot of them. 55 days to hatch them out. Does your incubator moisten Does it mist the eggs? Oh, I see. Female clown, male clown pastel. Should be nice. Where are you, Marino? Thomas C. Oh, excuse me. They've got legless lizards in South Alabama. So here's Roe. I will still come. I heard about your hospital. Oh, well, that'll be a nice summer trip, Roe. We should be past all this in another month or so. A moist substrate and cover it. Got you. Yeah, that's the way I've always done it. Um, I usually put a container, like a shoebox, put them on vermiculite, moistened, and then put that in the styrofoam box that has water in it. And the moisture comes in through the holes in the shoebox. Then I keep them in a drawer or a closet, usually with a light bulb, so it keeps temperature up somewhere 80 to 90. Rose making coffee. You need to share your coffee with Sister Luckmo. She's all out. Yeah, if you keep them covered, you're not going to get mold unless they're sitting in water. Then they'll just drown. I hatched out a lot of bearded dragons that way. That was a lot of fun. Well, that's good news, Ro. Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm feeling. I think the comparison with the way I felt in the hospital and the way I feel now. Container of water crystals. That's a good idea. So you're not actually setting water in it. Toronto Aquatics just donated Canada $3.99. Thank you so much. Oh, this is Medical Height TV, who is now Toronto Aquatics. Cool. I like your new name. And thank you for the gift. I'm doing well, doing better and better. Um, the only caveat right now is I'm postponing surgery on the stone because I don't want to go in the hospital. But I expect to hear back from the surgeon tomorrow chewing my butt and telling me to get it in there and get this taken care of. They put a stent in around it, and I'm feeling like maybe that stent could be failing. I don't know. I'm getting some twinges of pain that were not there before. I remember years ago, I hatched out diamondback terrapins. I would go out and collect the eggs. This is when it was legal up on Chesapeake Bay. I could figure out exactly where the eggs were laid by following the trails and hatched them out. I don't remember to this day what I did with them. I think I sold them, but I'm not sure. No, it doesn't sound good, does it? So we'll see. So far, it's no jabbing, horrid pain that doubles me over in screaming agony. I guess I'll wait for that. The screaming agony gets me every time. Yes, they do have lithotripsy, which is exactly what he was going to do. I just didn't want to go in the hospital. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Diamondbacks are such neat turtles, and you can't have them anymore. They're protected. James wants to know if Aquaballs is going to sell his little ones. You betcha. Ro got her coffee. My angels laid eggs on Amazon sword. Is Toronto. I have an extra 10-gallon, few degrees colder. How do I move them? There are a couple of things you can do. Depending on what else you have in the tank, you could leave them in there, let the parents hatch them. This is the safest way if you can get away with it. If there's not a lot of competition, let them hatch the eggs, let them pit the eggs. They'll make a little pit in the bottom and wait until the babies start free swimming and then siphon them out into a separate tank. If the separate tank has the same water in it as the main tank, you should be fine. There are all kinds of micro foods that are available now. Golden Pearls is probably the best, the 100 or 200 micron, if you can get it. I think I've got it. I think I sell it actually. There are a lot of different micro foods though. You can hatch out brine shrimp, feed them baby brine shrimp. If you cannot do that, then pull the leaf, float it upside down in the tank so the eggs are facing down. That way debris won't lay on it. Put a bubbler or a little sponge filter in there. Just very light bubbling, not enough to create turbidity in the water. And the babies will hatch. Do not put food in until they're free swimming. They can't eat until they start swimming. If you put food in before that, it's just going to foul the water and kill them. So you want it fairly sterile. Just clean is good. You don't need to put anything in to sterilize the water. Just float them upside down, let them hatch, let them fall to the bottom. 2 days later, they'll start swimming. And that's the point where you can feed them. Store's still here, Ro. We haven't made a final decision about anything yet. We're talking about maybe moving it, but I've talked to my landlord. Not been able to pay my rent. We had very little income last month, but they understand and they're bearing with me. I'm going to try to get an SBA loan to cover my rent and utilities. And then probably this summer, we'll figure out what we're doing. We've got to, if we're going to stay here, we've got to have an air conditioning unit. And that'll be probably May to June before we get a final answer on that. If I get enough money from SBA, I may ask the landlord to go in halves with me and see if we can put a commercial system in. I don't know. It's all kind of up in the air right now. I'm on the list for the paperwork. That'll be another week or two. We'll see how it all goes. Do vinegar worms work? Yes, they do. Vinegar worms are perfect. Won't be a problem at all. I had bumblebees for a while, aquamoles. Um, they were nice. I enjoyed them. But I've got too many people coming in the shop who are scared to death of snakes. So I kept having to hide them over in a corner. And I finally found it was just, it took so long to sell them that I just sold them all off and have not gotten more. Yeah, Sister Lockmo, my landlord has a number of income streams. They're a commercial glass company that does major installations all around the country. Um, so they can afford to carry this for a while. They're not like me. They're not a shoestring operation. Row, the adorable carrot. I love it. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, I hope so too. I I if I'm eligible, and I don't know what the requirements are for eligibility for SBA, but I guess I'll find out soon enough. I'll know next week. Strong and smart to survive. Either that or dumb. I don't know. Sometimes I don't think I'm so strong and smart as I am belligerent and hard headed, um, and just willing to go through whatever I got to go through to keep it going. I mean, I'm approaching 80 and I'm still doing this silly shop and still enjoying it and not really wanting to get rid of it. Because if I do, then I sit there with nothing to do. Of course, I could travel. I could start going around collecting, but I'm kind of at a point where I need someone with me when I do that. It just I'm becoming unstable on my feet. Sister Luckmo, good luck vibes coming my way. I'll take it. Rose says, do what you enjoy. I do. In point of fact, I always have my whole life. My whole life. I've always done what I wanted to do. I've never done something that I was really opposed to doing. I don't think. Even as a teenager, maybe cleaning out my grandfather's chicken house. I don't know why I even did that. My brother and I did that. This was a broiler house. It was about 4,000 square feet. Not huge, but big enough. And it took a week. Kaler, a donation of $4.99. Thank you so much, Kaler. I do appreciate it. Hard head for the hard head and belligerent fund. Amen to that. Why don't you move to Tennessee and I'll be your travel partner? I'd love to learn from the best. You know, Tennessee has got darters in it that I would love to collect. It also has sticklebacks. I've collected sticklebacks out of Shiner vats down here in Florida that came out of Tennessee. There's some pretty cool stuff in Tennessee. Plus, I like the mountains real well. I would enjoy it. I know I would enjoy it. I lived in Appalachia for about 4 years, southeast Kentucky, where I went to college in Barberville, Union College. And that was a remarkable experience, getting to know the local culture, getting out in the hoots and hollers, tasting hooch and all the cool stuff. It was a lot of fun. I think that's where I first met um, mosquito fish, gambuzi. There was a brick, an old brick mine or brick fabric, what are they called? Place where they made bricks, foundry, no, whatever, that had ponds in it. And I used to go right near the school, was walking distance. I would go down there and collect little fish. I think it was all gambuzi, but then that's probably all I knew back then. Very nice, Kaler. Thank you so much. Ro has an extra room in her house. Well, that's very nice, Ro. I may find a way to take you up on that. That'd be fun to do. And Tennessee's not all that far. Get up there late summer, early fall. That'd be the time to come. Well, we're getting down to it here, guys. After a false start. Oh my! I appreciate you're all plugging in. It's been somewhat problematic, but we made it. I'm not supposed to say this. It's going to sound stupid. I got April Fool's today. The first video I watched on YouTube that any of you get somewhat yet. Oh, goodness sakes. Totally lost track of that. I think my whole day has been an April Fool's Day. I need to call somebody out. Do you give them bad news or good news? If you give them bad news and it didn't happen, then you're just jerking their chain. If you give them good news that doesn't happen, then that's not nice. So I don't know. I think I'll just let these things occur naturally. Ah, it's always fun, Father Pitch, Thomas says. Well, thank you. It's always fun to be with you guys. It absolutely is. Alice has decided to stop keeping fish. Oh, noes. Oh, Alice, why are you doing that? Why are you stopping keeping fish? Alice KH. Tell me, tell me, tell me true. I must know. Sister Lockmo says not a good time to play pranks. Yeah, I expect you're right about that. And Rose telling Alice you can't do that. Redfish, bluefish just stopped in. Hey, hey, we're about ready to sign off. You jump in. Glad we hung around a minute. It's going to bring the tank over to her brother. Well, let your brother keep them. Tanks, plural tank, more than one tank. She'll be back. I'm going to get her so inspired with these little micro tanks that she'll want to create a half a dozen. You just watch. Are you open? Not really, but you can look around. Thank you. Notifications are bad on YouTube. Yeah, really. Well, we did manage to hang in there, managed to stay live once we got past all the glitches. Yeah, we tried to do some multiple videos, multiple streams of redfish, bluefish, and it crashed. So we had to open a new link, a new stream, and now we're back. But we're ending up. Chevy fish, do you have any rainbow shiners? No. No rainbow shiners. I don't think I have any shiners. I've got rainbows. Yeah, I tried to get on YouTube stream, but realized you can't do that without having some kind of software. So I went back and opened a new StreamYard. Have the customer throw the money in the bucket. Oh no, I'm very careful about the money. Are you moving? Alice is moving. Are you coming to Florida, Alice? Where are you moving to? To where are you moving, my dear? Moving to the city. Moving to the city. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Okay, we got to know. Why are you moving to the city, Alex? We're just going to hang in there until we get the whole story. Tell us why you're moving to the city, Alice. So Toronto's got a new channel, I guess. I'll check it out when we get out of here. Because you're going back to school. Well, you just keep opening the door a little further and a little further. So now what? What are you going back to school for? Alice, dear Alice, dear Alice. easier to get a job. So, what do you plan to study going back to school, dear Alice, dear Alice? And what kind of work do you like to do? Maybe I'll hire you to clean fish tanks here in Southwest Florida. Say what? Kaylor, please. She's not that kind of girl. To study what? Oh, you want to become a health secretary. All right. Got it. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you, Alice. I believe every word you've ever told me. And you've told me several. And I believe them all. Still not believe you. I've never not believed you. I've always believed you. And I've always believed in you, Alice. I think it's wonderful. And I'm so proud of you and happy for you that you will have a new career that you will love. A hole in my bucket, dear Alice, dear Alice. Ah, go, sister. She picked right up on that. Right. Roe has a degree in pre law, and she can only find work at McDonald's. You need to sue a lawyer and then take a job as compensation. I 5D'd to your channel. Oh, subscribe to make up for my sin. Oh dear. It's getting a little weird here. Your sin, sin. What sin? Redfish, bluefish. I cannot even imagine. Sin, indeed, sin. No sin here. Already in school once a week. Once a week. All right. Aquaball's betta is breeding again. Oh, I love it when they breed. They're such great fun. You're welcome, Alice. Okay, we've now run well over the hour, making up for lost time. We did have lost time, didn't we? I don't know, how long was that? Easy, 10 minutes, I'm sure. Thank you, guys. Happy to be with you. Happy to chat and have fun and talk and get to know everybody a little bit better. I will be I'm going to be doing one or two videos tomorrow. I'll have an open box unpack video, and then I want to get these little micro tanks built. So I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. If I can keep my energy level up, it'll be fun. All right, what are we getting an Alice's case about? She says it's not April Fool. She's telling the truth. I believe you, Alice. I believe you absolutely, categorically, without question or doubt. A minor sinner. A minor sinner. Oh dear. A minor sinner. Okay. Roe was a collected felon at one point, but not now. Good girl. It's nice to be not now. All right. Never had that experience. Had a bunch of people trying real hard, but they failed. Okay. See a father. CYA. That is a there's a double entendre. If there ever was one. Take care, Kaler. Redfish, bluefish. Bye, guys. Put the breeding shelter in, made a big bubble nest, and now he's doing his job. All right. She didn't do that, Ro. She's telling the truth. I believe it totally. Yes, Tom. That was great fun. Bye bye. So one of my lookers comes in and looks, occasionally critiques. Threw out once a while back for overly critiquing. Ooh, everybody believes you, Alice. Absolutely. Talk next stream. You got it, baby. Bye, Thomas. Oh, thank you, Aquaballs. Yeah, there were some real glitchy things with that. The wind kept blowing and messing up the mic. So I'm going to have to do it again. I think that's the kind of video I need to do routinely. I need to do that probably every 3 months or so. I think the last one I did was mid November. That's really the video that kicked off um, my YouTube channel. It's about the 50th one I did, but it's the one that Lucas caught hold of. By the way, Lucas has agreed to come to Florida in May. I just hope that things are straightened out enough by then that he's going to be able to make it. Take care, Alice. Nice to have fun with you. Enjoyed it. Kaler says, Kaler's being a bad boy. You're a bad boy, Kaler. I can't dance. She can't dance. Well, now, there you go. You had that coming, Kaler. Ah. Bye, guys. Love you all. Nice to be with you. Counting down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Be good to have you, Ro. 5, 4. Kaler says it doesn't matter. He's a dirty old man. Don't listen to him. He'll get you in trouble. 5, 4, 3. Alice says 12. 2, 3. Oh, 2, 1. Bye all.